I've always enjoyed sketching. It's been a pastime of mine that I've had as a companion while traveling abroad in particular. And it's helped me to get in deeper touch with the places that I see, and in fact to blend with them and hopefully record their essence rather than just what is seen on the exterior. And I find that once I've sketched a place, it's always with me. In 1979, Sylvia and I were married and decided to take a journey to Egypt to visit many of the ancient monuments. I sponsored my old friend and teacher, Ben Peach, to come with us to measure many of the stones that he had built theories about from the research done by others. We were a comical trio. Ben, this metrologist who would measure everything in his sight and correlate those measurements to cosmic proportions, periodicities, and cycles. Sylvia, who would be sensitive to the most subtle of energetic influences and be able to get inner guidance on the history of the place and the possibility of its future, as well as its cultural impact on the development in that particular locale. And I stood somewhere in between, absorbing both as we traveled through Europe, down to Greece, and then over to Egypt. And we had some of the most remarkable experiences, and I had learned so much from both of them, and directly from just being there as an artist, perceiving the beauty of the place and its resonance, and endeavoring to record those qualities with fluidity and sensitivity of hand and mind. And those sketches today remind me of those precise moments and bring back those memories vividly. Some of my most favorite experiences were, say, like with Ben, when we went to the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Pyramid of Cheops. We walked through the ascending passageway through the heart of the pyramid up to the king's chamber, and we saw, as Ben mentioned, the periodicity of the planets represented by the dimensions and the offsets of one to the next. And into the king's chamber where the golden mean proportions depicted the relationship of the floor plan to the three-dimensional space. The king's chamber, when struck with the hand, resonates to a natural rhythm that is the resonance of the entire structure. I remember it was October 7th, 1979, when we were there. And it was a time that was recorded in my sketches, my notes, and time for which I had prepared, it seemed, many lifetimes. instance, Stonehenge has been discovered from its megalithic origins in about 1800 BC to in fact have been used and developed as a massive computer in stone, used to record the data of millennia of observation, developing a calendar based on these observations for the full scope of the lunar and solar cycles, and used to predict astronomical events, such as prediction of eclipses. Sustainability has always started with the sun. Our ancient ancestors used the sun to bring light and energy and heat into their caves and then homes. They used the sun as a timekeeper, as they did with the moon, to determine the precise periods in which to take certain actions of planting, harvesting, water cycles, and so on. The sun has been with us and continues to provide us that continuity from the first light to our very use of the most advanced solar technologies today. It is therefore essential that we embody that whole tapestry of the culture and the mythology that draws together our story as solar beings living in a solar world, with all of the expressions of life stemming from that first spark. Some 4,000 years ago, we set early phases of concentric standing stones and earth ditches in this optimum location to track seasonal movements of the sun and moon. On my visit 35 years ago, I touched the special ground where cosmic order is revealed to our speck in the universe, where the workings of our solar system are celebrated in silence. The timeless sacred geometry that connects earth and sky continues to harmonize us to its design.